So after 2 months of trial, the jury finally got the case. They are deliberating. Less than 2 hours of them deliberating, chaos broke out. The jury has sent in a note to the judge, not one time, not two times, but three times, stating they have a uncooperative jury member number 25. I want y'all to hear this story, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about it after that. Let's go.
Deliberations in the sex trafficking trial of Sean Diddy Combs. Minutes ago, jurors sent their third note of the day to the judge.
And right now, we're all just waiting and watching to see exactly what that note says. We know, meanwhile, this unfolded in the courtroom today. It's a sketch of Mr. Combs holding up a note to one of his attorneys, but it was a note number 2 from the jury that is causing quite a stir today. Jurors raising questions about one of their own.
Eyewitness News reporter Kimberly Richardson is live in Lower Manhattan now with more on this day of drama. Kimberly.
Well, you guys mentioned that third note. It came in roughly hour 5 of deliberations. Everybody's in the courtroom right now, and as soon as we learn more, we will bring it to you. But this morning, after the jury cleared the courtroom, Sean Combs and his family gathered in prayer, holding hands for a few minutes. At the end, they applauded and spoke for some time. Now, it's a waiting game. Monday afternoon, the matriarch of the Combs family, Janice Combs, left federal court in Lower Manhattan during a lunch break. Her son Sean's fate now in the hands of a jury. Day 1 of deliberations began at about 11:30 a.m. The judge reminded jurors they are the, quote, sole and exclusive judges of the facts. Once behind closed doors, the jury of 8 men and 4 women picked a 4-person who, roughly 70 minutes in, sent a note to the judge reading, quote, "We are concerned Juror 25 cannot follow your honor's instructions," suggesting the judge speak with that juror. That person is a 51-year-old man, a scientist, who originally said he was familiar with the allegations. In the end, the judge said the issue was not of concern and directed the jury to continue deliberating.
And Kimberly, to that point, just seconds ago as you were speaking, we understand the third note from the jury is a question about the distribution of a controlled substance. So they're working through that now. How do they answer? Lawyers talking about it, the judge talking about it. As more developments happen, of course, we'll let you know, Tanya.
That's
So there's issue within the jury box. Some stuff is going on. They cannot come to an agreement. Okay, so let's look at this for a minute. Let's dissect it for a minute. The first note was saying there was one juror number 25, who doesn't seems to follow the judge's instructions. Okay, so it could be the 11 was wanting to vote guilty, and that one jury number 25 was holding out and voting not guilty. Or let's flip it. It could be the 11 wanted a not guilty, while the one juror number 25 wanted a guilty. So let's look at the first scenario. The 11 jurors, let's just say that the 11 jurors were wanted to vote guilty. Now, let me just jump in real quick. If that's the case, this is a serious case, and y'all finding him guilty that quick, something don't really smell right. And they gave juror number 5 credentials. He's not a slouch. He's not a dummy. He's well educated. So let's say if the 11 wanted to find him guilty either on all charges or just some of the charges. That's kind of strange, within an hour and a half, right? Because a lot of people say that the federal government did not prove Diddy guilty of the charges that he was, sex trafficking, right? criminal enterprise. Any of those, they're saying that maybe they didn't find him guilty. They did not prove their case. One man, but yet he's running a criminal organization. But anyway, juror number 25 is a holdout. He don't seem to be playing ball, and they say that he's not following the judge's instructions. Even on the other end, if the 11 wanted a not guilty, and he's still saying no, he's guilty, but then they saying he's not following the instructions. This is on the first day of the trial, right? The first day of deliberations, excuse me. So how did this look for P. Diddy? Either way, how did this look for P. Diddy? What may happen, I don't know if they would eventually remove this jury. Is he cooperating now? I don't know what the status is behind those closed doors. But either way, if I was P. Diddy, I would be antsy, on pins and needles, trying to figure out what's going on. Now, it may open up some doors for an appeal in the event that P. Diddy get convicted of the charges or any of the charges. So, I don't know, man. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. Would this situation help Diddy? Would it hurt Diddy? Does it look bad? Just to even be on trial for this stuff is a bad situation to begin with. So we got to see, play it by ear. This is the first day. Let's see what day number 2 look like, how it go. Will they continue to struggle, or will we get a verdict soon? But it's all in the hands of the jury, meaning P. Diddy's life, as he faces life in prison on these charges, is all in the hands of the jury. I don't know how well P. Diddy would sleep knowing all that's going on. I don't know. Probably going to be doing a lot of praying. As they said, his family was in the hallway praying. So his life, P. Diddy's life, is now in the hands of the jury. And I would try to keep y'all updated, on what's going on. Let's keep our ears to the streets, man, because we may soon get a verdict. Then some people say it might lead to a hung jury. There's a lot of things going on right now. But y'all let me know your thoughts on this case. What do y'all think's going on? I don't want y'all to really be emotional. Just let me know what your thoughts based on everything that happened. And deal with some of the facts or the evidence relating to the charges. Not the stuff that they showed, the beating and all that. Let me know in the comments your thoughts, man. I want to thank y'all for the continued support. I ask that if you have not done it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I make a video. Listen, man. Don't blink. Keep them eyes and ears open because we may get a verdict soon. Thanks again. Until next time, man. Y'all be safe out there. Peace.